excited to be back, and as you saw that the QR code dropped, we're just wanting to do a bit of an introduction and say hi to you guys again. If you forgot, I'm Megan.
I'm Aaron.
And we're excited to get season started. We're hoping to get started sometime in the beginning or middle of March, but before that happens, there's some work that you can do.
We have a challenge we're going to post. It's a series of challenges, and you will post your results on the Google Class. For each one you post, you get an entry into a draw for a cool prize. The player that posts the most will win the preseason championship belt.
Here's some examples of what we're going to post for challenges for you. We're going to post a whole list of different ways that you can do these challenges, from working out with a friend or working out in front of the goalpost, for instance. One of those challenges could be 20 foot high fives.
Okay. One of the exercises you can do is squats. Now you can do it with weights or without. Things found around the house work as great. Small animal, sibling. I prefer this lovely 10-pound weight. Proper form is it, all the way down, make eye contact with the camera, all the way up. Do 20 of these.
If you remember the torture you endured when I gave you the example of all the new warm-ups we were going to do, some of them were really specific on your knees and your ankles to strengthen those muscles. So some examples of that could be calf raises. You can do them single, balance yourself. That really helps build up the muscles in your ankles so they don't crack like that. You can do some lunges. Make sure you're nice and square. It builds up strength in your knees. Doing the sumo lunges, where you're making sure to open up your shoulders, as well as a really good warm-up.
You may be asking yourself, why do we want you to do these? Think back to last year. The biggest injuries our team suffered were ankles and knees. A big part of that came from lack of preparation. These activities are designed to be done at home, at school, on your own time, 15 minutes a day. But if we start getting blood flowing through those muscles, those veins, those ligaments, we will least likely hurt them. Time comes.
We know this can be a little bit intimidating, and we might not always have 15 minutes in a day. But what we're looking for is just that small effort to do one exercise a day, whether it's 20 sit-ups or 20 lunges, to just start to get your body warmed up for the hard sport we're about to endure in these next couple months.
So this is a message to all returning players. You are our OGs. One thing Megan and I have discussed is we want to kind of tidy up a lot of things from last year around our team culture. A lot of times we would be forced to play short, we would be forced to play injured because we weren't keeping the other side up, our grades, our attendance. And it's not fair to the players that do come to have to take on this undue risk because of some decisions. We're not asking you to give up your life, we're just asking you to be considerate. So one thing we would like to talk to you about is our saying that we've adopted for the year. It is a Latin saying. Here it is. So this is quid, crid, requitur. It loosely translates to what is required. So we ask you, what is required to be a student athlete at Hunting Hills? What is required to play for this team? You need to think about what is required. Last year we had players miss because they didn't do their homework. Yet we offered a study group every Wednesday. Leslie's a teacher, I'm a teacher, Megan's studying in education. We're there to support you. We had games where we were short players because we skipped over to Notre Dame to vape. Also, we're down 3 players, we're playing 14. We tied the game, but then the league didn't want to count it because we didn't field 13 players by the end as per the rugby rules. That's not really fair to the ones that worked hard to earn that time. So you need to start thinking about what you think is required. And this will be a question posed. You'll be getting an assignment in Google Class that you will state what you think is required to play on this team.
We know those conversations are really hard sometimes. School can be really hard, and like Aaron said, we're here to support you. In that Google form, you might see a question posed of how we can support you, and we genuinely want to support you. Please take some time to think about what that looks like for you, whether it means some helpful study sessions or just some conversations about who knows what, life, school, friendships, rugby. We're here for that for you guys, and we want what's best for you, and we want that in school and in rugby.
So in closing, we'd like to say we're super excited to be back this season. We really want to build on all the great things you accomplished last year. We just feel that if we all put a shoulder into the wheel, we can go even further.
We're so excited and can't wait to see you all.
Bring a friend.